Time now for Eyewitness News. Call 12 for action. A grieving Providence family devastated. Their mother's wish to be buried next to their dad could not be fulfilled, and you won't believe why.
So they turned to problem solver Susan Hogan for help, and she joins us now with what she's uncovered.
Well, that's right. Well, the parents prepaid for their plots at Oakland Cemetery in Cranston, but when it came time for the children to bury their mom, they were faced with a choice they never thought they'd have to make.
They would be proud about that.
The Simmons family is visiting their father's grave. He died years ago. In 1984, he and his wife purchased a plot in Oakland Cemetery in Cranston, which would be their final resting spot together. But when their mom died in March, the family was unable to carry out their parents' final wish.
She was supposed to be buried right here with Dad, and it didn't happen.
It didn't happen because, according to the Simmons, at the time of their mother's death, the owner of the cemetery, Russell Dodd, never answered his cell phone. The office phone and the cemetery office boarded up.
You would think he'd leave another contact person. He just doesn't care.
Leaving this family two choices.
Choices was to either store Mom in the funeral home until once point you could get in touch with Russell, who to this date still haven't, or go to another cemetery and buy a plot.
The family made a heart-wrenching decision and buried their mom somewhere else.
It is a shame.
But this family could not find peace with their decision. They called 12 for action.
We figured you could, if anybody, you would be the one that could get something done for us, some results.
We went to the owner's home in Foster. He wasn't there. We left numerous messages on his cell phone. Finally, the owner of the cemetery agreed to meet us, but he refused to allow us to show his face. He claims he never got any calls regarding the Simmons burial. In fact, he says this is the first he's heard that there's even a problem. Did you not get a message that a family was looking to bury their mother here?
That's possible.
It's possible. Well, it's either yes or no.
That's possible.
Russell, we're going back and forth. Bottom line is a family could not bury their mom here, and they're fuming, and they're holding you responsible for not caring, for not picking up a phone, for not making sure this is taken care of. And you're just going back and forth about the phone messages.
If I don't know, how can I be blamed?
Call 12 for Action contacted the funeral director and a Cranston city official. Both confirmed with me they left numerous messages for Dodd in March on behalf of the family, and Dodd never called them back.
Daddy paid.
The Simmons children are heartbroken.
Very stressful that you have Mom down in one spot, Dad in another, and of course we talk about exhuming Daddy and getting the stone and just putting him down with Mom. That's a big expense.
It is, but the owner of the cemetery did agree to exhume their father at his own expense. And the funeral home that buried their mother told us it would take care of the rest of the cost as a gift to this family so that their parents could rest in peace together.
Susan, so let me get this straight. Is it possible the family, the city, and the funeral home did not have the right phone number for the cemetery owner?
Well, just as a precaution, I wanted to do the same thing. I wanted to test it out. So while we were there at the cemetery talking with the owner, I had used the phone number that was given to me by all three of them, called right then and there. The phone was ringing inside of his pocket. He went to pick it up, not knowing it was me, and that's when I informed him that was me who was actually calling him. He didn't really have much to say to us after that.
Okay, incredible. Thank you, Susan.
Sure.